Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, a bad photo of myself just popped up from a few years ago. I like my weight, but don't look happy. You know, we can't always have it all. Um, right. Um, but you know specifically why? I think that's relevant. You know, that's quite a Black Moon Lilith thing. It's like I could feel energetically where the other half of my soul was, and it wasn't paying attention to me. And it's like when I look at the photo of me, I remember that. It's great memories. So yeah, we're starting this one off cheery, aren't we? Um, Also, I'm gonna need to swap the mic because that's gonna die soon. And I don't know if anyone's gonna join me on this, but I literally started this at 144 exactly. And I didn't mean it. I was fiddling about and I couldn't fix something. And I was like, oh, I've literally went live right at 144. So that was part of the coding, part of the energy that needed to go into this. Right. So, um, right, again, I don't think we're going to go too long with this one, right? But I just feel we need to do some Black Moon Lilith cards. So I titled it I Like You Just the Way You Are because the song, like I said on the one that I done for Saturday, before I went live doing that first one, that song that I liked when I was younger, you know, Timberland and Kerry, I think it was whatever her name is. Um, I like you just the way you are. Like, because that was one of my favorite. I still love that song now, but you know what I mean? So that's where I got the title. That light has been flickering for months. It's flickering away. Um, and so the moon and Scorpio, I spoke that long on the other ones. My guides made me do that just so that we could be so Black Moon Lilithy that Black Moon Lilith is pretty much exactly conjunct. It's not exactly, but it's going to be. It will be while I'm talking. The moon. So you might be like, "Well, Claire, what the fuck does that mean?" Well, what that means is Black Moon Lilith is about a few things. It's definitely our shadow side, but it's also your deep desires and empowerment. If you're coming from the dark side of it, as in dark side of anything, but the dark side of Black Moon Lilith is pretty goddamn fucking dark. Like you don't want to go there for yourself, and you definitely don't want to be in the receiving end. That would be like, you know, people that are stuck with toxic karmic Jezebels and whatever male equivalents, the devil. Um, this could be pretty dark energy. Do you know what I mean? This is like real hidden because Scorpio moon is hidden anyway and dark. It's the darkest moon you can get, which is why they're making me talk so long. It doesn't really matter whether we're talking about how hot these celebs are or the Hemsworth brothers or working out who's who, and you know, it doesn't really matter. It's we're here talking transmuted energy, and for the people that don't talk and don't feel like they can talk, it actually gives them something to laugh at too. And it's all transmuted energy. But yeah, the moon in Scorpio alone is pretty dark, but again, it's powerful too because it can be good detective energy, very good shamanic energy, cleaning all this deep healing energy, like what I done with that lady earlier. Um, but when it's conjunct Black Moon Lilith, like it is right now too, there's a few things. Like I'm saying, it's a good time to get really tuned in and get really honest with yourself. What do you desire? Now, I'm not asking you whether it's appropriate or not for you to desire whatever it is you're desiring, but what is it you desire? Because it can be really freeing to just get honest with yourself about that, right? What is it you desire? Is it taboo? Because it might be. I don't know what you are thinking out there. I don't know whether you're a woman or man, whether you're single or not single, whether you should be thinking that or not. All I know is it can feel taboo. Um, And the other thing is, some it might not be taboo, you know? Like some of you might be in a situation where something's feeling like I can't have that person, or I can't be with that person ever. It just feels like so kind of taboo. And it might not be. It might be once upon a time. It might be okay now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know who that's going to resonate with. So there's all of that. So I'm just going to burn a wee bit of this. There's anything left on that? I'm just going to burn a wee bit of this, and then we'll just, again, I don't know how long we'll spend on this, to be honest. I think I might put on a timer so I've at least got some kind of idea. Then I might ignore it, but you're going to think I'm smoking something else in here. So it's cleansing the energy of any negative energy and entities and anything hanging about my aura that doesn't serve me, or anything that might be doesn't serve anyone watching this. And we'll just put that out because it's more of the stick than the sage at this point, but oh fuck. Right, I'll need to be getting some more emergency sage going there. Right, okay, so what will we start off with? Wait a minute, I'll put in the usual for anybody that's on the replay so that they've got the right. First one's the regular session if you've already had a session. And there is other things. There's other things they're all more expensive though. Well, one thing isn't, but and then the other things that aren't as expensive aren't live. They're unlisted. But I do love doing them. But like like yeah, people never book that with me. They always want me live. It's quite annoying because I like doing live too, but I like doing unlisted. Right. So basically, I think we need to do some of them. So I can't really bother. They're really long. I can't really bother doing them. I think we need some because there's a lot of energy. We need some of the intense card. Where are they? God, now I've got that song in my head. Let me think about it. I don't even like it. Where the fuck are the Where are the Hotman cards? No, they're never far away. Where are they? Um although there's half that deck. Fuck, half of the deck was sitting over here. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot I was gonna do that. There's loads of things I was gonna do. Oh, I'm just making a fucking mouth. Fuck, of course they fall on the floor. Right, I don't know where they are. We're not meant to use them. That's fine. Right, okay, so I don't know. Right, let's do some of this then because oh yeah, actually this one came in. So this one, oh, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if my eyes just got led to it or I didn't pull it. I think my eyes just got led to it. Runner, I don't want to run anymore. So that's the energy coming through with this. Someone doesn't want to run anymore. Also, Avicii Levels has just come on, right? Side note, I love that. Because that's really all we can do for that. But oh for fuck. What in the bejesus is this Mary Magdalene magical? Look at this, guys. I'm not even using this deck. And there they go again, gate crash in the live. We're trying to bring some shadow into this, and they're like, no, we're bringing the light. Like, Mary Magdalene did cheat. Wait a minute. It's not very Black Moon Lilith, but you know what's really interesting is, believe it or not, in the Black Moon Lilith card, well, you don't need to believe it or not. It's on the thumbnail of the card I pulled the other day. Mary Magdalene's actually in this Black Moon Lilith deck, so she might come out again. Wow, that's not that's by the way, this is big union energy. Look at the posts I've been putting out the last few days. I don't know when these unions are taking place, but they're manifesting, and I think they're trying to tell us they're like Nicholas Sparks novels. You know, they're going to be like, "Holy whoa, what's going on here?" You know what I mean? This is intense shizzle. So, like I've said before, if anyone's union's happening, basically, well, Mars is in Scorpio until the 4th of November. Lucky you, lucky you. And if I was sitting near the kind of cards that would describe it, I would. Mate, they're in transit though. I've got a couple of tantric decks arriving in the post, and depending on what they're like, you might never see them because they might not be appropriate. I definitely know one. Trust me, one is not appropriate for. That's not appropriate. I'm gonna need to have a good fucking look at them myself and be like, oh right, okay, I don't think they're for. So I'll use them in private sessions. I get well, I don't know. I'll maybe use them in private sessions if I don't even know to be honest. Um, I'll use them in the membership for a bit of a laugh, but they're serious cards. I don't know if I'd even be able to because when I looked at you, I was like, that might be too bad. I don't know. Um, but I was guided to get them. Very Scorpio season, very eighth house, and then the other ones are more innocent, but they are about tantra and that, but it's more like the kind of spiritual. But I mean, tantra's sex, so sex. But um, right, let's. What Black Moon Lilith energy are the collective divine feminines that need a message? Oh, come on. Somebody come and chat in the chat. Feel I mean, I done the equivalent of drinking people under the table. They can't take it anymore. So let's see. What have we got for the divine feminines? If Black Moon Lilith comes out, that's kind of wow, because that's where oh sorry. Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio comes out, that's wow, because that's where it is. But we'll just see what comes out. What have we got for the divine feminines? And if nobody's on the chat, I'll just leave it at, well, that looks quite good with the big crystal, the big diamond. But you see, that is because you get crystal clear clarity on a session. That's why the diamond's there. Freed from what? No, it's all right. You don't need to apologize. Freed from the desire just came on. How funny is that when I've just put that in the title? Oh, the telly's about to turn off. No, don't be doing that. This is entertaining when freed from desire. I can't stand that song. Right. Literally, as I've just put, what do you desire? Freed from desire. Comes on. Hilarious. It's just endless entertainment. So, what have we got for the collective of the divine feminines? And actually, that says opening the heart, right to love and be loved, heart healing. Big Mary Magdalene genius, Jesus energies. Black Moon Lilith in Cancer. Honor your emotions. So before I even read this, what's coming through this is, well, first of all, some of you might actually have Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, or your Black Moon Lilith might be in any sign in the fourth house. So what this would be about is you. Now, this is funny because some of you might know what your Black Moon Lilith is, some of you won't, but I'm going to describe it. If you have either of those placements, Black Moon Lilith in the fourth house or Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, people could literally be jealous of like you, how you comfort and nurture and like look after and love, and actually that kind of Mother Mary Magdalene. Basically, I'm not just saying this. The things that this is exactly me, because this is actually my placement. I've got Black Moon Lilith in the fourth house, so it's similar. Like people can actually be envious of how you heal people. You know what I mean? Like if you heal people by making them feel seen and loved and heard, and you're a bit of like a mother energy. Because like I said, a lot of my clients are way older than me, right? Like, sorry, but it's true. Like some people are a lot older than me, but I mother them, you know, like I'm healing the part of them, their inner child that needs mothering, nurturing, loving. And ironically, obviously, I would hope that's not majority of people in here because, well, definitely not in the chat, but it's kind of like, you know, because you're actually being led here because you feel that nurturing, loving energy. But there'll be some people that lurk that like hate me because I'm creating that safe space for people to feel loved and heard and valued and a place to heal, believe it or not. But it's not just that. Black Moon Lilith in any sign in the fourth house, super psychic, because Cancer is again the mother. So that's why it's all things to do with mother. So people could actually be jealous of you being a mother too. Obviously, in my case, that's not the case. People always think I'm a mum because I'm a natural kind of, but it's um but you see that I would that's really dark, but that could even be like, this negative energy, this energy that gets projected to me all the time is like, that could be a part of like the like think like, the energies keep me apart from the only person I would want that with. So there you go. There's how black magic and spell work can keep you apart from, in that way. So this is going really dark in the shadow, but it's true. It's like, people, but if you are a mum, people could be jealous of the way you mother people or, the type of mum you are. Um, or like the nurturer or the way people feel loved and cared, and all that kind of stuff. Or they could be jealous. This is Max. They could be jealous of how psychic you are, because that might be quite specific to mine actually, because my Black Moon Lilith is actually in Pisces, which is the most psychic sign. Daft Punk One More Time's just come on. I feel that's going to be significant for someone as well. But keep doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Keep shining, keep sharing what you're meant to do, and keep being empowered against that. Because imagine I got bothered about people that get jealous of however I provide support in the community for people or in personal sessions, or, I have to share the reviews about people because it's my business and this is my full-time job, like I've not got another job. I was ripped out the matrix, so it's not like this ain't my fucking hobby. I know it can look like this is my calling and I'm at it every day. And so yeah, I'm proud of the way I show up and Mother Mary people and Mary Magdalene people and Jesus people. Do you mean create that sacred space? So you mean that's how it operates for me. But again, tune in. Do you think you might resonate with that? Because you might have that there. But equally, we're going to read this now. Divine feminines, male or female, you're in this. I think I'm going to take this out though because the battery's going to die. We've reached that point again, which we often do. We'll plug it in before the inevitable. So wait a minute, you won't hear me for a minute. Having a bit of trouble there. You held up pretty well. I'm proud of you. That didn't die on me. So, but we need to put that there to charge up, and then I'm going to use these cards to transmute. Oh my God, there's another couple of. I did see them last night, but look, there's another couple of swans, and they are actually making the heart thing. Oh my God, I said that in the post last night. Look. Also, fucking hell. Oh Christ, are you kidding me? Something significant about Christmas fucking Eve. Christmas motherfucking Eve, if you don't mind. I'm not being funny, but God, that's a long time off. That might be too far away for some people. Depends how long you've been on the journey. There is so much love in my heart, and it is wonderful to share it with my family and friends. But if I've spent year after year, Christmas after Christmas, spending it with family or friends, or some Christmases alone because I'd rather be alone, one might actually want to be with the one I love. Oh, sorry, did I float off somewhere in my own? But yeah, look, it must be from last year kicking about because I was raking for cards in a box and yeah, that was in there from last year. So look out for Christmas Eve, people. Um, Also, wait a minute, I did notice something significant about Christmas year. Is it? I think there's something about the moon that it's in. I don't know if that maybe is a Scorpio. Was that last year? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, guys, let's not timeline jump to then. But all I'm gonna say is it's a fucking Pisces moon. Christmas Day is a fucking Pisces. Oh my God. It's a fucking Pisces fucking moon, as if it couldn't be any more depressing. Anyway, that's amazing. So this Christmas Eve is an Aquarius moon. Expect unexpected. Oh, that's definitely like that's quite nice for like see like I mean it's a bit kind of but that's reminding me like Love Actually like Christmas I love yous and Christmas proposals and that's quite interesting. The fact that it's on the very last degrees. Christmas Eve is the very last of Expect Unexpected. But yeah, oh my God. Christmas Day and Boxing Day. That fucking Boxing Day is going to feel like a Sunday, but like the worst kind of Sunday ever. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not impressed with that. What's Christmas? Hogmanay is a weird mix of Taurus going into Gem. It's a Gemini moon. Oh my God. I might be going to bed early. Fuck me. That's anyway, that's enough of that. Right. Okay. So there you go. Happy, happy, isn't it? So, um, where were we at? We were reading Black Moon Lilith. Where? Oh no, where's the? Oh, there it is. Okay, I don't know where I put her. I don't know where I put the. I don't know. We got it though. Let's find it in the book. So let's read what I gave my input. Let's give what it actually. So remember, even if you know you've got that, it might be different because you could have Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, but you might have it in a different house. So it would give it a slightly different energy. But just generally, it's like something you're good at and something you're a natural at, and what people seem to be just like jealous of and envious of, and either covertly or obviously. Um, and like I said, I have always had that. Like people get jealous of the way that I'm able to comfort people and nurture people, and 'cause I'm good with kids and I'm good at comforting someone if they're upset and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, the obvious one being I'm super psychic, and I often can even get other super psychic people being incredibly like, and I mean like insanely jealous of me. And it's like, why the fuck are you jealous of me? You got it too. But it's like whatever, you know what I mean. And that's just when people need to do more shadow work. But it's a thing come up against it a lot. So I can definitely say for that one I've pulled that is very, very real. Um, yeah, I know a few people like that. You held up pretty well. I'm proud of you. Me t talking to myself every day. Yeah, well, good. That's a good. Everyone should say that to themselves every day. Christmas Eve is the hardest day of the year. Yeah, me too. My nana. Is that did something? Was that again something to do with your mum? Is that why? It was. My nana died in the ambulance in front of me and my mum one Christmas Eve, but creepily, she came back to life. Like basically they gave her a blood transfusion and she survived for another 2 years and she wasn't herself. Like she honestly should have just slipped off in that ambulance, but that's not what happened. And anyway, um, but anyway, it always just reminds me of that. So I always get really in my feels thinking about my nana. And I mean, it was 11 years ago that she died this year, but um. I don't like it. I like it more than what I've learned to like it, but I don't like all of that. Right, so yeah, lots of memories of my mum on Christmas Eve. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm good with Pisces energy, to be honest, yeah. Um, I am and I am. I mean, basically, I feel because that filming in Pisces there, that was actually exactly conjunct my Black Moon Lilith in Pisces, and I definitely, what was I thinking the other day? Basically, what they told me the other day was that definitely activated some major something in me where I already gave zero fucks, but I give even more zero fucks than ever. So if you need a bit of that medicine and that energy in your life, welcome. That's what you're going to get here from now on. I mean, that's always what, but like I'm being serious. Like it did, I felt it because eclipses do activate you each and every time, but it's like And you know it kind of puts a different spin on. You know, I say that all the time. Whenever I've heard it, like, and I mean like insane stalker level, um, yeah, insane stalker level copycat weirdness. Always Pisces moons. Sorry, Pisces moons, that might still be talking about there, but it's true. Whenever I've had, and the song, oh my God, the song that just came on is called Type Dangerous. Yeah, hello. You know what I mean? It's something, and it's women. You know, I've not had, well, you know, I've had run-ins with guys with Pisces moon too, but it's like, it's more the women, and it's to do with what I'm saying. It's like women that are psychic too, but they're so insanely, so it's weird. It's like they were right up my ass at first, and then the switch up. Weird. Anyone out there that's resonating with this, go and get the help. I'm praying for you and go and get the help from somebody to heal from that because you need it. But if you were one of the people that acted like that with me, you're not getting the help from me kind of thing, you know. Boundaries. Because Pisces has no boundaries. But you see, I now realise it's because my Black Moon Lilith is in Pisces. Black Moon Lilith in Pisces is one of the most psychic placements you can have, and especially when I've got it. And it's kind of like that's what people are feeling, you know. But you shouldn't compare yourself with people. So let's see if I want to see if the same stuff comes through in this, because that's what I'm getting from that. The universe wants you. So again, let's break it down again. Divine feminines. I'm a divine feminine saying that's been my experience. You don't need to have Black Moon Lilith and Cancer or in the fourth house, or you might have in Pisces in your experience. But I feel even put aside, but I feel you've had that type of experience where people can come at you and vilify you for your gifts. That is a big thing about this too. So the universe wants you to know that your emotions are valid, and this is your time to heal and to honor them. When this oracle card comes to you, the cosmos is asking you to stop neglecting your own emotions for the sake of others. Home is your sanctuary where you should feel safe. It's time to review and clear what is not aligned in your home, life, and emotional world. Symbolized by the crab, the zodiac sign Cancer is an emotional water sign ruled by Mother Moon. When Black Moon Lilith is here, the mother is the main character in your life. She may have projected her emotions onto you, making you responsible for soothing her and neglecting yourself, or your mother may have be dominant force in the family, normalizing emotional strength and matriarchy. Diana, Princess of Wales, had Black Moon Lilith and Cancer. Oh, this actually came out the other day. I remember reading this on here. So this has come out a lot actually, and this is because of the family healing and especially stuff to do with mothers. Relationship house and constantly turbulent life with royal family. Both your thoughts and emotions make up your energetic frequency. Emotions are a barometer for what is aligned for you and what is not. If something does not feel right, make decisions using your intuition. And again, absolutely. Dark, divine, feminine shadow work. Traditions exist only because one person started them. Sometimes being the catalyst for change isn't the most comfortable. See what I mean? Because that's what I am, a spiritual catalyst. But you're bringing healing to your family line. Visualize sending love to your child self, closing an old wound. And what did we do last Monday? That's right. We visualized, we didn't just visualize, we sent love to our child self, closing an old wound. And just be open to what can happen from that if you watched it. Um, your mother is the first relationship you have with a woman. This is for the men. Um, Taking the time to understand your dynamic with her can unlock any blocks you're experiencing with the divine feminine. Home is your sanctuary and comfort zone. Create the nurturing environment you deserve. So that's for the divine feminine, but the masculine feminine side. What is a power animal that is working with the masculine? Oh, well, the masculine too, but the divine feminine, but the masculine feminine side. Now, so if it'd be interesting if any of the ones, wait a minute, I'm going to put this away because it's not even warm anymore. Um, so maybe maybe the hot loveth when cold because unicorn's a bit warm and making me just, I don't know, I don't want that there anymore. So, if any of the animals come out that came out today, that'll be interesting. But also, um, I am wondering, so feedback from people in the chat, which just now is Beck, but Beck, you count. And anyone else that wants to tell me in the comments, because I want to test if I'm getting people's comments, and then somehow if you commented and it doesn't appear, email me and that's how I'll know. Or tell me on Monday that you commented and it hasn't appeared, because I'm not finding them. They normally are in a filter and I'm not finding them if you did. Um, but basically, I'm gonna, if people want me to, what day did I think I was gonna hold a power animal workshop. I was actually gonna hold it last night, so that obviously didn't happen. But I think I'd worked out if people want me to do, wait a minute, did I decide I was going to do it when I came back? Because if we've only got, oh no, that's when I was going to do it. If people want me to do it, I was going to, I put it on a bit of paper, it's in my room. I was going to title the workshop something about like badass boundaries because I'm actually going to call my course that. But it's like, so if anyone fucking calls it that, then they stole my idea. But it's kind of like, but it wouldn't be. You can do it if you. It wouldn't be yours anyway because it's my ideas and you're not going to put it together like me. But it's like, um. Somebody might have a copycat energy for how long I'm going on about this, by the way, because it's coming through. And again, that is Black Moon Lilith stuff. You know, like someone could be so jealous they're actually trying to be you or something like that. But um, like I called it meet your badass warrior self and your power animals or something. I called it something better than that. It was something along the lines of that, right? So if you feel you struggle with boundaries, which basically most people, men and women that are drawn to me, do. And if you don't, it's probably because you had the therapy with me. I'm just being honest. Or you might have had a few sessions, or you got support from something else. But most people have had a problem with that, and I help them with it. But yeah, I'm basically going to hold the workshop on. Now, was I going to hold it on the Monday night after Mediumship Monday, or was I going to hold it on the Tuesday? I, I think I was going to do it on I don't know. I was going to either hold it on the 6th or the 7th. I'll look at my bit of paper. But either it would be like either the 6th or the 7th. So basically like really soon, like in a week. Um, right? So that's an Aries moon and within the Aries full moon. And because that is very much being the warrior. And would you believe it or not, it might still be kicking about. The card that was kicking about for the women's session today. I think it is here. Look, warrior. So significant because that person has got so much Aries energy, and it was honestly, that's her. It actually looks like her too. That was quite weird. Warrior, courage taken on challenges. So that's what basically, if you want me to do that workshop, now's the time to make it known. So if you're too shy to comment or say in the live chat, email me and let me know. And if I get enough people, and we're not talking about like fucking tons of people, if I get enough people, as in even just three people, but it would be good if there was four or more. But if we get three or more people that want to do that, I'll run it. And it'll be about meeting your power animal. Now, if you already know, there's people, loads of people watch me that know who their power animal is, then you're not going to get nothing from it. It's just your known power animal come to you, and you'll get, the healing, and I'll mix it with doing people's cards and stuff, and it'll just really be in community. You'll still get something from it, but I am going to make it that it's about meeting your power animal, but specifically no, it's actually they're saying it will still be good for people if you know who your power animal is because it's specifically your warrior guide, which is different from your power animal. So, because I changed it, I was going to just do a power animal and then I changed it to that. So anyway, if that sounds your cup of tea, then let me know. Otherwise, I'll run that when I come back after the holidays. But I'm determined. They want me to get doing my group things again. And so right, so anyway, let's see. So you're saying you're pretty sure yours is a lion, right? Well, the lion must work with you in some kind of close way anyway for you to even say that, because there's no mistakes around here. So if a lion comes out, that'll be pretty cool. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, but boundaries in social settings is my weak spot. Yes, I'm sure loads of people can resonate with that. Um, What have we got for the Divine Feminines for that? Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer. So just keep in mind when I'm doing this, because I'm pulling it for the collective, for the Divine Feminine, male and female, but also for the masculine's feelings, just think about everything I just read on that. So the main thing that's coming through big time is things to do with mothers. Now, half that deck fell on the floor, but let's just do this and lean over and see. If I happen to pull out the card about the mother, no. Tame your dragons. So that reminds me, every time I pull that, I think tame your demons. So whatever dragons, demons you feel are in you, it's time to it's not the one about the mother, but it kind of is. Transform your wounded feminine. If you're a woman or a man, and you feel like you can resonate with having like wounded feminine energy, as in like you could manipulate people, you could turn on the tears to get, you know, attention. You could like, as in like, and I'm not talking about what happened with me in the last live stream because that was uncontrollable. I mean, that I don't think I need to explain. That was transmuting energy and that was fucking genuine. And yeah, I'm talking like somebody that's like, oh, I'm helpless. I need you to like, the kind of karmic females that I can imagine do like, oh, I need you to change my light bulb. You know what I mean? That's flickering up there, but it's like, I need you to, helpless. Like, you could fucking do it yourself. Um, Oh, hello! Hello, person that has just spoken. Welcome. You have found me in the promised land. Say no more, but I will email you back. I was going to, I promise, but like, oh my God. Sorry, I've just had a welcome. I've just had a welcome. Hello. So welcome. Welcome to the chat, T Jordan. Right. So I'm just in the middle of a big, thing about this, so that you might need to hear some of this too, but welcome. So, and I miss you too, but we will, for the purposes of read between the lines, I will email you. But you can still chat away and stuff. Like you're welcome. Um, and so yeah, this is about wounded feminine energy. It can be in a woman or a man. And so, if you haven't had the most positive experience, oh my God, review. What do you mean? The review? Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah, you're still like you are still settling into the energy of your soul retrieval. So like don't feel like you have to write that review right away or anything. But side note, you're in the excitement of it, right? Make the notes because there was so many synchronicities with your session. I'm still buzzing from it. And remember, I just had a session with that woman today, but I even said to her, I was like, I'm still buzzing. Oh my God, as well. Right, so your mum now, oh, what one was it? Because you might not watch those other videos. I'm gonna have to put it in the chat. Your mum was wowing me the video the next day because her birthday was on the cards. I'm not shitting you. Her actual birthday. There was only a few cards with numbers, and her. Did you see it? Because I'm gonna send you it now. Um, And because there's only you and Tom on the chat right now, if yous want cards, I'll do that. And if anyone else talks, you can get your cards too. If you want them. If you don't want them, let me know. But um right, so um God, I've already been bawling my eyes out crying today. Fuck's sake. I hope it's not gonna happen again, but this is this is an intense Scorpio moon, isn't it? Reunions all round. Maybe this is symbolic of more reunions coming. But right. What am I trying to look for here? Alright, I'm trying to look for my own video and wait a minute, I was on my other alias. Um right, so um always grateful when you offer. Yeah, no, I'm feeling guided to because the energy's intense. Where the fuck? What was I looking for? Your videos. Why is YouTube looking different again? What have they done? What the fuck? This looks weird. They've changed it all again. Look at this. Does anyone else's phone look like that? That's weird. See, it's like it's go and look at is some of your updates different. It's like it's got the wee like world sign and it all looks different. It's like an outline rather than a oh, that's weird. Anyway, so when was it? It um was it that one? Or was it Tuesday? When did we talk? Maybe it was Tuesday. Or was it what the fuck? Um expect powerful change. I think it was that one. Uh Where's the cards? God. I'm just going to look for 2 seconds more because I'm determined. And when I get like that, I'm like, I need to find it. But it was literally, you know when her birthday is, and her birthday was on the cards. Oh, I don't know. It's not that one. I'll find it. I'll send it. I'll put it. It's. But she was coming through quite a lot. There was more synchronicities than that because it wasn't the koala, or was it? Came out again. It was something significant to you though. But yeah, transform your wounded feminine. So wherever there might be that kind of like if you didn't have the best of mother figures, or you still don't, depending on what ages people are out there, because I've got people of all ages that watch me, or you could have like siblings around you that are like that, or you could have any females that you're close to, or whatever has made you like that. But it's kind of like, we're all guilty of having wounded feminine energy somewhere. You know what I mean? And it's about, so this is all stuff that could be coming up for healing. So can't be bothered reading them though. They're too, kind of, oh my God, though. Black Moon, I need to read that because Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer, and now we've got Wounded Feminine. Like, you couldn't get any more. That is that energy. Like, basically, specifically, if somebody has that, it would be very understandable if you did have like a toxic mum or something, you know what I mean? Like, so that's not everyone, but that's definitely screaming that. And remember, when I'm doing it for the collective, you don't need to have that placement, it's just the energy of it. So for those of you who don't know astrology, like Cancer is trauma, it is the mother, it is family, it's soul family too, and that's what being part of soul family can heal that. But it's like, it's hidden as well. It's all the stuff in the fourth house is the lower. It's the lower part of the chart. It's all hidden, subconscious. It's like definitely like pushing down your feelings as well. Like, so it would be like if someone was like, "Oh, stop crying," or you know, "Stop being a big baby." All that kind of like these. I'm hearing all this stuff. I don't know who this is coming from, but um, boldly follow your inner guidance. You have both feminine and masculine aspects within you. Yet, when a feminine, sensitive part experiences rejection, violation, injustice, equality, and blame while growing up, she can shut down your capacity to tune in to what is healthy for you. She can become confused about what she can and can't express and to whom, and create weak boundaries for which others can treat her harshly. You see how that fits with what I'm saying about if people want me to run that workshop, it's seeming like it's what people need. Now, whether people build it and they will come, I will use the last bit of energy I have before I have a few weeks off to run that on the full moon. But if people don't want it, I'll just leave it till November. It's time to leave any abusive situations where you feel put down and compromised. Now again, although I'm saying this is for the divine feminine energy, this is definitely going to be for divine masculine's feminine side, I'd say, for most people, because no divine feminine energies that I know of are in these situations. If you're like, well, I'm a woman and I'm in that, look at that. That's what happens. That is pitiful. It just flashed, because it's a silent alarm, it flashes the tiniest little yellow light in the corner. Hello, time blindness, shamanic time. As if I'm going to pay attention to that. Fucking hell. I'm going to be sitting here at 5 in the morning. Right, um, so it's time to leave any abusive situations where you feel put down and compromised. Although you may be harboring fear and insecurity about the future, you're being urged to be bold and take a giant leap forward. You will be rewarded beyond anything you can imagine. You have an opportunity to transform the wounded feminine within you into the intuitive, empowered goddess or god, because I do feel I'm talking to some males too. This part of you will know her worth, trust her intuition and his intuition, value his heart, and command respect and admiration. Admiration, yeah. So, explore what it means to have healthy boundaries. I can't believe I just said that's what my workshop was about, workshop, and then I pulled that. Trust me, I didn't plan that. That they are over there, but it's because I dropped out. I just went like that and pulled one. Um, so then in your journal, explore what it means to have healthy boundaries. Then in your journal, make a list of the people in your life who matter and write down who you believe you need to have better boundaries with. Make some time to connect with your feminine, which means self-care as well as doing things that inspire you, such as dancing, shopping, massage, painting, being social, spending time in nature, or having a bath. Just make sure it's truly you time, women and men. You might also like to connect within and tune into your inner feminine. What does she look like? Is she healthy or unhealthy? If she's unhealthy, how can you bring more self-love and flow into your life? You can also communicate with this part of you to discover what she needs to become happier. Yeah, because you didn't become like that for no reason. If you're kind of getting honest with yourself and you're like, actually, I can kind of fall into like blame and shame and kind of this and that, and I kind of feel that might connect to my mum, or it might connect with like the uh wounded feminine and other family members, even other males. It's like your dad or something like that. It's like, don't shame yourself. Like, be like kind of trying to you know, observe it. And then when you notice those parts, that's when it's good to come to someone like me or somebody that helps you work through that. And you can pick apart what is actually you and what is like something you've adopted from like growing up, that isn't even you. And you can shift it if you want to. Um, so anyway, that's fucking heavy shit. So let's see, let's see what now comes out for the masculine. Oh, so neat. Right. What have we got for the divine masculines, male and female, that resonate with what came out for the feminine? So this would be your own inner feminine, masculine too. What the Black Moon Lilith have we got? So again, if Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio comes out, that's exciting because that's where the moon is conjunct right now. Um, oh, it's not one of them at all. It's actually one of the other cards, Saturn. So this might be for some of our younger viewers, or if you're in the other. Don't ask me. I think it's like 50, mid 50s, something like that. Some of you might be that actually that watch me, but Saturn, age, reality, and discipline. So that's what, and because of that, let's just shuffle in. If we don't get I just want to see if we get a Lilith one. But that's tough lessons. Saturn is an ass kicker. I've got Saturn and Scorpio in the first house, so trust me, I know. But it's like, and I mean my ass gets kicked, but also like it's when I said earlier, I don't like to get things without working hard for it. Like, it's like even this channel as well. I've had loads of people that could have like, I could have had people like shout me out and that, and I'm like, no, 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 I'm doing it myself. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm getting there myself with my own people that are drawn to me, but let's see. What have we got here? Saturn is tough lessons. It's growing up. It's harsh father energy, actually. Oh, Christ. So, see what I mean about. Remember, I said this? I channeled the shorts 2 weeks ago, and right up to the start of November, it's all stuff about this. It's all mother father healing or your own masculine feminine. We've had the wounded feminine. Now, that Saturn card could be talking about wounded masculine. And it's on the masculine side, actually. I just realised that. That was the feminine's card. This is the masculine. Saturn is the father. There's so many connections. Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn. We're in Moon and Capricorn on Monday. Elevated status. Right, so that's quite an interesting combo. I knew it was going to come out. They're creating some magic here. Black Moon, Lilith, and Scorpio is the mutual energy. Sexual alchemy, if you don't mind. So again, we're in this very Scorpio moon, and we've already been talking about stuff like that. It might come out again. So, say my name. That's funny. What I just said. Florence and Machines on. So we might read that too. But right, this combo together says to me, right. Oh my God, as well. Saturn rules Capricorn. So at least somebody tuning in here could have had a very harsh father. And I said had, so this could be somebody's dad that is in the spirit world, or just growing up, you had a very harsh dad, and they could still be alive. Now that's interesting because, oh yeah, I'm just asking. I could say that because she actually said that in the chat. So that the person I was helping today had actually shared that last week, I think it was. That, yeah, talk about like the darkest experiences with a parent. Like that is not, you know, and trust me, having just like, yeah, seriously, that is so in line with what I've been clear. Like Scorpio Moon, whenever I'm helping someone on Scorpio Moon, it is not for the faint of heart. It is clearing curses, spells, black magic. It's like manipulation of the highest kind. And that I don't call things a curse lightly, by the way. A curse is when something has followed you for generations. Um, and that is definitely what we're dealing with here. So that's how strong this could be. But yeah, but in general, this is people that had a harsh father, basically. And remember, I don't say father, I only say mother, father when I'm channeling, but it always comes through like that. So let's just see what these say. Right, so Saturn came out first. Um, and I always say a bit of my own stuff because I don't, like, for instance, like, this, I do like these cards, but I don't really go by guidebooks because I just channel the energy. And there's a Jezebel card in this. Remember I said the other day, I ain't reading that. She's never going to convince me that Jezebel's a good thing. Jezebel's the Jezebels. Do you know what I mean? Jezebel is not a good energy. Like, I don't need to read the Bible to know that. Jezebel's Jezebel. Dark spirit. You don't want Jezebel's. Do you know what I mean? Like Black Widow, all that kind of. No, just no. Anyway, so when that card comes out, I'm like, oh, we need to clear some really dark energy. So age reality, keep in mind that this is a masculine energy. So the masculine can be male or female, and this is also the feminine's masculine side. So, but really it's just if you connect with the message, it must be yours. Age, reality, and discipline. Saturn teaches us that gold in life comes with age, hard work, discipline, and structure. When the Saturn card shows up, it's time for you to put in the time, effort, and sweat. Again, see, this is the masculines on the journey. This is a lot of this is like a lot of it feels like a lot of the male masculines I'm tuning into, and it's like you might have taken your time to grow up, basically, um, and that's okay. It took me a long time to grow up. It might not seem like it was some things, but you know what I mean. It's like you slowly are maturing into the man you were meant to be. That's just for the people it's meant to. And if you're a woman, then change it to women. And if you're older and you're like, well, it'll be mean different things. Just listen to the words. But um, where have you cut corners? Saturn is asking you to stay the course to alchemize your soul's lead into gold. And remember, I always see Scorpio Moon as about transmuting energy because it's painful. But if you're willing to go there, we can transmute this into power, empowerment. Saturn in astrology brings harsh lessons, limitations, restriction, time, and wisdom. It rules over the earth sign of Capricorn and the air sign Aquarius. Capricorn is associated with authoritative, hierarchical. That's about as much as I can say that. I can't get that out. Saturn with Aquarius invokes new structure, innovation in the future. Saturn's associated with the archetype of the father time and was the final outer planet in ancient astrology prior to the modern planets. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Therefore, Saturn's associated with reality, boundaries, and limitations. There's boundaries again. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. So it's like clearly, again, that workshop would be good if we find the right people. Saturn, known as Cronus by the Greeks, was a harsh deity in ancient Roman mythology who, oh Christ, this is the dark side. Yeah, I forgot about that. Ate his own children out of fear of being overthrown. So talk about this is interesting because Black Moon Lilith, I'm we're talking about the empowerment of Black Moon Lilith, and so do actually these cards. But there is a dark side to it. And I've noticed the way that a man will describe Black Moon Lilith is vastly different from the way that a lot of women talk about Black Moon Lilith. But all I'm gonna say is Saturn couldn't get any darker because talk about being gel. This guy ate his own kids. He was that scared of being, you know what I'm saying? So whenever that fits in, this is pretty dark. Ruling with his iron sickle, he was a god of crops. While Saturn can be difficult to handle as a malefic planet, one that brings hardship and difficulty, it can be a positive force in transforming our lives. And also, wherever your Saturn is, like I know that for me, like I just feel like, fuck me, never mind this twin flame journey, but just my whole healing journey for 10 years in public, help people with ascension and clearing energy and everything, and I do about 10 million different things, and I still feel like I'm climbing this fucking mountain, right? But I do feel like I'm getting somewhere at last. And it's kind of like, but I always know that's because when I get to the top of that fucking metaphorical mountain, I'm getting everything I want and so much more. And I'm not even going to need to try because I'll be in that Empress mode attracting it because I worked hard to get there. Do you know what I mean? And that's really what it means to me. So people might resonate with that too, but that's coming through. It's like, it's fucking difficult, but your Saturn placements mean that a lot of amazing shit can happen to you later on in life. Hopefully for me, 41 is later on in life. I hope it doesn't mean like, but it is like seriously, when I've looked into some of my deeper aspects, it does mean things like true love can come a bit later in life. I did say I was going to, someone once told me I was going to be grey and old before they told me I was going to be grey when I was something was going to happen to me. And well, I've been going grey since I was 24. So anyway, but but yeah, like, it's working hard for something. It's just what I said before. This dark astrological energy can show us where we need to learn difficult lessons and face reality. Once we learn Saturn's lessons, we will master alchemy. We'll be master alchemists, transforming trauma into triumphs. Identify your Saturn placement in your birth chart and match it with the following list. Right, we're not going through all of them, but yeah, we're not going through all of them. That's just if it was specific, but this is for the collective. You reap what you sow. Hard work and discipline are required. Right, that one ain't fucking about. Let's read the one for 10. So October's significant because there's a 10 on the card, or the 10-10 portal. You can't get your session then unless it was already. I did actually speak about that with one of you. Unless the same person wants, nobody's getting one after the 7th. Imposter syndrome. Well, unless it's in November, that is. Imposter syndrome is creeping in, and you're doubt. Oh, this is so sorry. This is so on point, and it's not me. It's them pulling the cards. This is so on point for the masculine energies, right? That I've been working with lately, and just the collective of masculine energies that are in the shadows, right? That one's about all the stuff I just read there. Someone wants to work hard before they're rewarded, and whatever all the other stuff, it could be like, harsh male figures around them, specifically fathers or males. But it would have, scoured and padded you into who you are, basically, right? If you really think about it, it serves some sort of karmic lesson, right? Um, and but also what was I getting? What else was coming in there? Because the Capricorns are very similar sort of energy, but this is talking about elevated status. This is the masculines that are like, I can't just go up, I can't just go into this my divine feminine's life. Like I need to work for it. So this could be people that have totally flipped their mindset from, I don't want to put that, like, why do I need to work hard for this? Or like, nobody else has made me work this hard to, be in there, like, all that kind of stuff. It's someday I can feel like that some of the masculine energies being like, actually, I've never been like this. Like, I've never been in love before, and I want to work hard for this. Like, I want to do the healing work. I want to earn this person's respect. And I would say doubly so because we've got Saturn and Black Lilith and Capricorn, the ruler of it. You know what I mean? It's like this is a group of people that really want to earn this. Um, Imposter syndrome is creeping in and you're doubting your accomplishments, but that can be the other side of it. The cosmos wants you to let go of insecurities and have faith in yourself. When this card shows up, the opportunity to level up and gain recognition is well on its way. Don't let fear and sabotage, don't let fear self-sabotage what's to come. I've spoke about that already tonight on the other one. Break the glass ceiling and shift the structures that are holding you down. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign symbolized by the sea goat, which exudes leadership, status, structure, hierarchy, tradition, and power. Also, for the short, specifically, I think it was for today or tomorrow. I did. Oh no, maybe it was. I don't know if it was today or it might have just been for. It might be. It was one of the days this week. I said like, you're going to be elevated, like so, meaning that you're ascending. You're going to be seen in some sort of way. Um, and these are, yeah, in your career, or this could be like, in love, you could be, you're going to be seen by the one you love. Um, it's you're a big fan of Capricorns. So Tom's a Capricorn. There's a synchronicity there, isn't it? Um, and yes, so break the glass ceiling and shift the structures. We've got a lot of Capricorns actually come here. Capricorn is, wait a minute, this is boring. Let me get past all this. Black Moon Lilith and Capricorn speaks rebellion against traditional and oppressive structures. So yeah, basically, if you had a dad that was kind of telling you what to do in that, it could be like, well, I'm going my own way. Black Moon Lilith as Capricorn paves a unique path upward. Every time you achieve or gain the status you desire, there's always someone or something that to overshadow you. As a result, you can build fear around your own power. The key is to step into a leadership role in your personal and professional life without apology. Your reality will shift once you release the limits on yourself, not the other way around. The deep divine feminine shadow work or dark divine feminine shadow work. It's time to release attachment around power and recognition. Instead, align with your soul's purpose. This will make you more magnetic versus repelling the opportunities that materialize for you. So that's exactly what I just channeled about. If you've worked hard to get to the top of your mountain, which everyone's top of the mountain is different. Like some people's top of the mountain is like, making like tons and tons of money. And I'm not going to be the top of the mountain. Some people's is just like, some people's idea of success is like way the bar isn't as high as other people's. It's like things like YouTube and that as well. Some people don't feel like they're successful until they've got 100,000 million followers or something. And some people can feel successful with whatever little group of people they've have because I always look at it like, there's potentially, well, there's never going to be 1,500 people listening all at once. I mean, there's 3 people watching right now, unless this often lies to me. Sometimes I get off and it says that 200 people have been watching. It doesn't I mean, mostly the numbers are never that high. But like the point is that it always lies about the numbers. No matter how big your channel is, it's never the truth, right? And you just that's just the fucking illusion of this world. But you should be, I always see it as that if I've got 1,500 subscribers, right? The potential of even half of them listening in a room. You know what I'm saying? Me too. You know what I mean? It's like that is a lot of people. You know what I mean? Even half the people that were like that's people. That's something that you should. I value that. Whoever's listening, whether it's 3 people or 300 people. Um. So dark divine masculine shadow work. Control can be a toxic masculine trait. In fact, the best way to alchemize this shadow is to provide stability and security to those around you. Where have you not supported the? I'm sorry, I'm fucking done. I could just end this right now. Divine masculines, right? This is particularly going out to some of the males. Where have you not supported the feminine energy in your life? And I don't think that's talking about just anyone. I think that's divine masculine. Where have you not supported your divine feminine energy? And it doesn't mean that needs to be the way forever. Maybe that's what you're working on. Maybe you're already doing it. Maybe some of you are in union. But give your divine masculine a chance. But also, if that is your own energy, if you resonate with this, where have you not put up the boundaries? That's your own masculine energy. And divine where are you two in your masculine, whether you're a man or a woman, and you're not valuing your feelings? You're pushing them down, you're stuffing them down because your mummy or dad was like, oh, stop crying, or I don't care if you're upset, fucking, you know, get on with it. You know what I mean? Like a lot worse than that. Trust me. I think that's tame. Whatever that's not that bad. But it is bad. The point is, it is bad. But some people could have had worse too. And whatever, all of that is bullshit. Feelings are valid and real, whether you're a man or a woman, whatever age you are. So you need to clear that energy, and I can help you do that. What or who has questioned your authority? What is that thing from South Park? My authority. What is it again? Do not question. What is it again? Something, it's that guy from South Park. It's something like authority. What or who's questioned your authority? It's time to challenge imposter syndrome, and it's on page 21. Karmic cycle complete. Whoa, these were powerful cards. Right. So, and look how much energy we're transmuting. I've been live for ages. It's 2:45 in the morning, and I went live at, I don't know, 9:30 or something. That's a long time. I think when we add up all three, have I been live for like 9 hours in a row? Oh my God, I don't know. It's a long time. I might have broke a record. Like dog spirit, there we go. Now that's one of my power animals at my heart because dogs are about loyalty and unconditional love. And like I say all the time, surely I do not need to prove with what I channel about all the time how fucking loyal and unconditionally loving I am. Moving on. So be loyal to what you love. But this is the masculine. So look, when we piece that together, that is a lot of hard work and effort, blood, sweat, and tears that this group of masculines are putting into themselves to be the best that they can be before going to their feminine. All I would say is if you resonate with that, don't leave it any longer than what needs to be if it's already been a long time. And certainly don't be some of the ones that are leaving it till Christmas Eve to be cute. I don't think a lot of feminines would appreciate that. If you're ready now, you go now. If you're ready in a week, you go in a week. You don't wait for the special days, right? That's no. I'm sorry, I might just be talking from some other people's experience. That's how I feel about that too. But it's, I wouldn't be impressed if that was me. I'd be like, yeah, no. If you could have come sooner. come sooner. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning, actually, like it is now. You come now. So if the buzzer goes, I'm going to need to go, guys. But I'm like, I'm joking. Right. So now we're going to read the Black Moon Lilith. Oh, look, take. What is this energy? This is very Capricorn Saturn. Take the lead. Sit back in your feminine and let the masculine take the lead. Stag spirit, take the lead. If you know astrology, that is so Capricorn Saturn. Take the lead. It's step back, let the masculine take the lead, right? So again, that's only going to resonate for some people that are in that bit. And then, like I said, do I need to read that? Oh, fuck's sake, I feel like I need to because that's what it is. And also, I need. Why the fuck? Why am I talking so loud? Is it because I took the microphone off? I'm talking really loud and it's 3 in the morning. Like, if the neighbors were like, "Shut the fuck up," I would understand. So, um. Wait a minute. So sorry, I am going to read your cards eventually, right? I'm just going to read this bit. Um, yeah, it was saying no. I watched it. Always great. Yeah, I read that bit. Chat was Thursday, Friday. Yeah, my granddad was harsh as fuck. Fuck. I'm sorry to hear that. Ex-army lieutenant general. Oh my god. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that would be. Um, you some banters about Capricorn. If I was an animal, I'd be a dog. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I totally would be too. I love dogs. I love spending time with dogs more than humans. I'm not even lying. It's probably like it would be like children, dogs, humans. Um, I nearly put the dogs before the children. Like, but it's like, yeah, definitely. That's yeah. It takes a special kind of humans for me to not want to be alone. Oh my God! Imagine your twin flame turns up and you're midstream. He's not going to do that. Pretty sure he's not going to do that. Like, he might turn up in the middle of the night. If he's got any observation skills, he would do that actually, because I've actually told him to do that if he's been paying attention. And I just made it crystal clear. Excuse the pun with my name and everything. But no, it's just because it's like, I've got Mars and Scorpio and it's just kind of hot, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I just, if he wants to turn up during the day, that's fine. He can turn up whenever he wants, just whenever it's convenient. Yeah, I don't think he's going to. Because then it lets people know he's on the move, he's off somewhere. And anyway, let's just move away from that because I don't know what the situation is anyway. So we maybe talk about Black Moon Lilith and taboo. We maybe shouldn't be saying that much. But anyway, we said it. So, and like I always say, if anyone's watching this deep in, they're the one that's watching it and they shouldn't be. Do you know what I'm saying? Whoever you are out there. Divine Feminine Awakening, I just opened it up at. Well, this Divine Feminine awakened quite a long time ago, but right, so let's read Black Moon, Lilith, and Scorpio. Sexual Alchemy, which is very Scorpio moon. This oracle, and remember, this is important because, wait a minute, this is testing my Black Moon Lilith actually moves from. Is it actually as soon as November? It's like I feel like it's November or January. I'm going to need to Google that shit and let's hope it. Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio. But it's been there a while now, so it's not there that much longer. Yeah, it is kind of soon. It's just let me check for that. Yeah, it's the 20th of December. Black Moon Lilith will be in the zodiac sign Scorpio for most of 2025, specifically from March 27th to December 20th. This transit activates themes of power, transformation, confronting one's shadow, suppressed aspects, encouraging the reacclimation of authentic, wild urges, resistance against oppressive structures, is what we just read. It can bring intense emotions and call to channel powerful energies into transformative growth and freedom. Yeah, embrace your shadow, reclaim your. Oh my God, the power. The card I posted earlier literally said reclaim your power with the panther, and that's. But I mean, I know that that's what I help people do all the time. But yeah, so basically, like what I mean, that is it's the best time to do that shadow work and deep shadow integration right now. Um, but so yeah, take on board because this is where it is for everyone. So especially if you've got like any sort of placements in Scorpio around where it is. So like right now it's like 19 degrees, 20 degrees, whatever it is, and it's conjunct the moon. That would change if you had children, Claire. My children were so cute when they were little, and they're still wonderful now that they're older. Yes, yes, totally. It depends, doesn't it? Um, but um, but yeah, no, I'll say, I said children first because I adore being around my nieces. Like I was saying that I think that was before you arrived. Like they just, oh yeah, they're my world. You know what I mean? I just like, some aunties aren't that close where they're like they're. I remember a friend saying that to me once before they were born, like, oh, you might not be that close to them, and I was like, that's never gonna happen, and it didn't. Like I'm so close with them, and like they adore me, and I adore them. Um, and I was always like that, my friends. Sadly, friends' children's up. People I'm not even friends with anymore too. And that's one of the shit things that happens when you're not friends with people anymore. Like, and I can only just hope that when I was in their life, I made a difference and they've got good memories. But it's kind of difficult because, when you have to set boundaries with people, I had to choose myself. So that's one of the tough, can you imagine? That's really tough for me because, like I said, I'm very mother in energy. And yeah, but it's difficult. You can't, once you realize people aren't good for you, you can't be around them. And it's, you know what I mean? So that's a tough one. A lot of people won't have the energy to do that, but I've had to do that. And it's not fun. So, um, this oracle is calling for you to transform and heal your deepest shadow, dark energy from childhood and ancestral traumas. You see how this is all coming up as well because we're like coming towards the end of it in December. It's like maybe that's why I said it's either November or January because by January we're out of it and you're in a whole brand new lesson. Um, and um, so it's a real, all this stuff about the shadow, it's a good opportunity to face this stuff head on. Any kind of family stuff. Dark energy from childhood ancestral traumas can project into your reality, holding you back from your true, authentic self. It can feel like an arduous process, like a dark night of the soul, but on the other end of this journey is self-empowerment. Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio is both challenging and rewarding when integrated. Symbolized by the Scorpion, Scorpio is a fixed water sign which represents depth of emotion, secrets, crisis, occult, sexual power all live under Scorpio. Mars, the god of war, and Pluto, the lord of the underworld, both rule over Scorpio. And remember, Mars is in Scorpio right now. Well, you may not see, and that is the best Mars sign. That's my Mars sign. But it is the best Mars sign in my opinion. A lot of people wouldn't say that. A lot of people would say that isn't at all. But especially when it comes to that kind of spicy kind of, it definitely is. Um, when you may not see the intensity at the first glance, it bubbles fiercely under the surface. When Black Moon Lilith is in Scorpio, you can experience sexual trauma, power struggles, crisis, which can create suffering and in the present. As a result, you may repress difficult events, leading to conflicts and challenges. This can also affect your personal power, as you tend to give it away to others if you're not careful. When we see this manifest in life, oh wait a minute, we can see this manifest. Oh my God, she's losing a very controversial one here. We can see this manifest in the life of Johnny Depp. Sorry to laugh. I don't think we need to go any further. Fucking hell. Taking aside all the celeb, whatever's true and what isn't, he definitely did manifest a Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio of the unhealed variety. You know what I'm saying? I fell into a few. I made the mistake of being absorbed into those live streams when those trials were going on, and it was always sorry, there's a hair in my. It was always in a Scorpio moon because that is when it's about obsession, addiction, it's diving into the fuck is that going? It's diving into the rabbit holes, and it was like, but if there's ever a trial on like that again, do not watch those things. They're harvesting your energy. And if you feel like you can't pull it off, and I'm not talking about on here, right? Because people say that all the time. Why was I watching you till you were live till 5 in the morning? That's because it's healing, right? It's healing guides, it's healing energies, it's God. Specifically tonight, it's Mary Magdalene and Jesus coming through strong because they're still sitting there. You know, it's healing energy that you need. Don't question it. Even if I'm talking about things that are nothing to do with your life, you're going to feel better. You're going to have a good sleep. Just drink loads of water and get good sleep. But yeah, anyway, Johnny Depp, a natal Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio, who grew up with an abusive mother, and then we can see why he attracted her. You can alchemize this dark energy into light through shadow work, practicing boundaries and releasing the past. So, wow, you know what I mean? Dark divine feminine shadow work. Heal your divine feminine sexual magnetism by releasing any shame you have around this primal side of yourself. Side note, I know I sometimes go into a bit of jokey stuff about this, but I can also be very serious. Like when I said I'm not joking, I've got a couple of tantric decks arriving, okay? I've also got the sexual tarot beside me too, which if you knew my traumatized self and the traumas I've had in that area, you would be proud of me because the fact that I'm talking on YouTube about this stuff and even using cards that are remotely like that, it's like a whole different person. So that's how you can, heal this stuff. So incorporating moments for self-pleasure, sex magic, and self-love can help navigate. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, lady. We don't like that you've said that though. We don't do sex magic around here unless it's talking about tantra with a safe, sacred lover, twin flame. If you're not twin flames, you're soulmates, all good. But sex magic usually I associate with dark shit. So I don't know what you're playing up to there, but we're not reading that bit. Well, I read it, but just. So, dark divine masculine shadow work. That's like when I said hours ago on that other live stream, although it was hilarious in that episode of The Office, when that guy's girlfriend, the boss, is like reeling him in by showing off her cleavage. That is using your sexual energy in an abusive way because he's already recognized he doesn't want to be with her, but he stays with her because, it's not right, but it happens all the time in the world. You have a deep sense of power, but it's important not to control others with it. Practices like breath work and solitary meditation can help integrate any crisis you've experienced in life. Never mind Black Lilith and Scorpio, that's just Scorpio full stop. You have a deep sense of power, but it's important not to control others with it. So look out for being led to controlling women or men if you have strong Scorpio, or you being too controlling. Release control. That can be a big lesson for Scorpio energies. It's time to deep dive into your darkest shadow. Tap into your sexual power and magnetism to heal. Love it. Right, okay, so, and like you said, if people have, again, I was saying this to women I was talking to earlier, it's really difficult to actually show people what happens in sessions with me, but if you have went through, unfortunately, any kind of sexual trauma or all the things in that area of words that I'm not allowed to say. These are actually all the things that I help people with. So, reading between the lines, I'm very sorry if you went through any of this. Look what I just cut it on. I knew she was going to come out because I just mentioned that scene in The Office with that woman. Who I wouldn't. I don't think that's the best example because The Office is really funny, but you'll get what I mean when you get to that episode. If you've never seen it or if you remember it, it's like by that time you've watched that deep, you've actually grown quite fond of that because that's the whole funny thing about that. He's the manager, but he's like, and also the song Dangerous is on right now, so this is weird that's coming through, but I can see how it all connects. You grow quite fond of that character because he's just quite like endearing in a kind of pathetic kind of way, and then it's like they all kind of are quite protective of him, but in that kind of like eye rolling kind of, oh my God, like he's going on again kind of thing. But when he kind of gets to that woman, it's like, yeah, although it's a comedy, you'll see what I mean. I found it quite interesting. Like it is really funny, but it's like I didn't see it going that way. Where it's like, oh, she's actually like got quite a toxic hold on him, and and again, it's he's just got backward again in this, but look, magnetic royal witch Queen Jezebel. But like I said, Jezebel is not good. Jezebel spirit when it's hanging about a woman is, as the song Dangerous on, yeah, dangerous, toxic, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in some cases physically abusive, very hard to get away from, like a black widow spider. If you know what a black widow spider does, you don't need me to go any further. They eat their prey, don't they? I think they have sex with it and then they eat it. That's the kind of sex magic we're talking about. You don't want to be getting involved with people like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, change it for the literal energy, but can we get a nice, lovely, softly card to transmute that? But I feel that's what they're saying is some people's karmic energies are pretty dark, or you've had traumatic experiences with women like this in the past that you may need to heal, even if it was a long time ago. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured, and you can't get that because Scorpio moon is a rebirth. We can rise like the phoenix. Set health. Oh my God, look. Set healthy boundaries. Guys, there's loads of signs here that I'm meant to be running that workshop, so Please let me know if you want me to do it. Look, a rebirth is assured. So you can set healthy boundaries and you can be reborn again. Because that's what I always see when the moon's in Scorpio. I always see when it moves into Sagittarius, is it's like you've went deep down in the dark waters and then you emerge like the phoenix and you are in that optimistic, happy, bright, jolly Sag moon. Which again, best moon sign. That's my moon sign. I'm only joking. I told you. The best moon sign is Leo. But it's quite happy and jolly and stuff. So, um, yeah, I love my nieces and nephews. Don't see any of them enough though. Yeah. I see mine fairly. Sometimes it's weird, like sometimes there can be a couple of weeks and I'm like, fuck of it. But the thing is, if they haven't seen me for a couple of weeks, they start asking to stay at my house and see me in that. Like I've got really no concept of time to be honest, but like I do, like yeah, if I can see them whenever I want, like whenever I miss them, I'll, like my mum and dad have got them all the time, or they only live up the road, and so I'm lucky in that way. But right, okay, so I don't think there's much more to come. Oh wait a minute, I'm just going to do these, and then I'm going to do some personal cards. I nearly forgot. What have we got to just let's see if Mary Magdalene and Jesus come out again. What else? Give me one for the feminine, masculine, feminine side. Dolphin baby, oh, there's stuff about babies again. Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, take your time. Notice that's not a synchronicity. I just said I've got no concept of time and I'm a divine feminine, divine feminine's card, and it says timeless. Because I live in the new earth frequency. That's what I'm here to anchor in. Like, that's why I can sit up till old times, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I'm really that bothered. Um, I'm in a different dimension, especially when I'm doing this. So what have we got for the masculine male and females? I wonder if it's going to say something like clearing karma. Oh, whoa. It's not clear. Well, let's just, no, look, it's very similar though. All the purple does remind me of clearing karma, Saint Germain. Crown chakra. You know, the realizations are flooding in at the third eye and the crown chakra. And that's when it's like, I know where I gotta go. Gotta go and get my divine feminine. Release old identities. So if you're a masculine and you do feel like you've been masking behind, you know, kind of, it's not really you, you know, was you once upon a time, or you're shedding who you used to be and you're who you are now. Again, it's very much Jesus, come to Jesus, being reborn, all of the stuff I've just channeled. Um, Forgiveness, magnificence realized. The last cloak. This is the last mask of the masculine dropping. And notice how it all aligns with like someone's put in the hard work before they go for what they want, which is a vision of unity. There's a lot about children here, guys. Oh my God, they are there. Look at this, they're there again. Look how many cards there are. What are the chances of that? That these energies are just trying to let you know this is real. When I'm saying Mary Magdalene and Jesus are channeling through me, they are. Right to love and be healed. Be love and heart healing. They've come through all night. All three live streams have come through all night. Right? No veil, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration, light, star children. Notice I was just talking about my nieces and nephews. You're just talking about your niece. Tom was talking about children. A lot about children, right? Because children are a very important part of the new earth. Because if these twin flames that are meant to bring in children are stopped, and especially some of them that are stopped past childbearing ages when you're meant to have children, there's going to be a lot of ancestors and energies very angry because these are the next generation that are building up, you know, the new earth energy and frequency. So it's, you know, they get very angry about that. Vision of unity. Focus on it's got a 10 on it again. October and the 10-10 portal is really significant. Focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion that came through on the live stream earlier, pineal activation. And I just said, third eye crown chakra. This is the group of masculines that this isn't ones that I've got a lot more work to do. It's time. Remember the card last night said it's time. I'm going to shuffle them again. If that comes out again, it's like I don't know if I'm possible. I don't know if it's possible for to get any more excited. What do we need to know from this deck? Atlantis. So Atlantis energies are really rising at this time. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. Stay in alignment. Don't let people knock you off your path. especially if you're heading for a union. She who flows. Ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. Go with the flow, Divine Feminine. This card isn't a good one for me. The Sirens. Use your voice, expansion, freedom. That's great wording. But a siren to me, I don't care about these cards are all very lovely, and that one can fluff up Jezebel and make it seem good. Jezebel ain't ever going to be good. Siren to me ain't ever going to be a good thing, right? Even like mermaids are quite dark too. Like that card's beautiful. But mermaids, the legends about mermaids are not light and fluffy. But I do feel this is masculine group of people that have been caught up with Jezebels and sirens. I mean, it literally says the sirens. So, holy shit. That's the stuff that always comes out in Scorpio Moon. We can't leave it on that. Right, I'm not leaving it. I'm going to do your cards, but Earth Angel. And again, I don't know what you are, guys, but I'm an Earth Angel here to transmute that energy because I can hold both the light and the dark. I'm not afraid to go into the shadow to do what's done there and to do my own work and to help you with that. But so you may resonate with being this too, or you need to go to one to get help. Kindness, sensitivity, strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. But what I always say is, sensitivity is a gift, and if you are very sensitive, protect it. It's not a bad thing. You need to be like, because to shine your light, you do. Like, I am such a hermit, and again, some people are going to know what this means on here, and some people it's a bit cryptic. I used to be not as hermit-like online, and there was a few places that I would be going to like, and now I pulled it right back because my energy is just too sensitive and loads of different reasons, but. For me to be able to shout, and Demon Hunters just popped up when I said that, the advert, I think that's a film or something. But that's what I said about my moon conjunct Antares portal, and I work very closely with Archangel Michael, and my energy is so sensitive. It's like, really it is just the majority of time is on here, and and with clients. Wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin, shine your light. Because Kuan Yin is a very gentle, soft, divine feminine energy. And when you're in that, that's what true divine feminines are earth angels. Very soft, gentle energy, right? I know one person, I'm thinking specifics, exactly what I'm describing here, right? And like, but I've got that, but I'm also about the shadow. And I'm going to tell people, hey, don't let people take the piss. Have your boundaries. Someone disrespects you, see you later. You know what I mean? I'm a wee bit of love, light, and fuck off, as somebody said once in a review. And it's true, manifest. Co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful vision. But you got to love yourself that much with unconditional love that when you're disrespected, you put your boundaries up and it's right. So now we'll go on to the personal messages. Right. So what will I use though? What are we in? We're in Scorpio Moon. Let's use these cards. Let's use these Healing Waters cards. Um. Right. So I'll do Beck and then Tom and then. Actually, Tom, did you say, were you up for a card? I'm going to assume so until I see otherwise. Right, so let's see. What have we got for Beck? And anyone else that's lurking that wants a card, let me know. Good Lord, it is after 3 in the morning, but it's fine. I'm not doing anything tomorrow other than continue to tidy up these cards if I even want to. But nah, I'm gonna. Oh no, yeah, yes. What have we got for Beck? Ooh, what's this? The ripple effect. Part of something bigger. Details are taken care of. Right, before I read this for you, the details are, I see what I mean. You've fallen into the portal of timelessness. Have you got to get up for work in the morning? I hope not. And if you do, no matter how long you logically sleep, you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to feel like, fucking hell, that's crazy. I was up till crazy o'clock watching Claire, and now I feel like I've had the best sleep ever and I'm going to have the most amazing day. But if you're not, then just have a wee lion and right, well, just have a wee lion and we can declutter the house together. We can declutter our houses and then we can congregate on Monday and we can be like, oh my God, I got rid of so much shit and I feel amazing. So the ripple effect, part of something bigger, details are taken care of. The details are taken care of. I feel this is to do because you're only a week into that soul retrieval, things are being taken care of. Your guides are taking care of it. No, but I'd like a card if you feel like, yeah, absolutely. Right, so I'm going to read that, but I do want to get a power animal for you as well. And if I could just adjust the volume on me, that would be great. I'm sure the neighbours are saying that too. What have we got? I'm actually very softly spoken most of the time, guys. I just end up really carrying my voice when I come on here. What have we got? Let's see. Is is your mum wanting to wow a koala or a dolphin? Koala, dolphin. Oh, there's a card in here that says sing your song with a canary. It is none of those ones, but it is a messenger. So birds are messengers. There could be some type of important message coming your way. Oh, my name just flashed up in the telly. It said clear. Co-create with spirit, crow spirit. Ah, oh, though, interesting. Uh, mm, that's weird, right? Crow spirit for me, it reminds me of crone as well. And crone isn't a bad thing, remember? It doesn't always, yeah, I know. But you know what I'm like, doesn't matter. It's, must just be what I was meant to be doing. I'm having fun. As long as I'm having fun and people are getting help, I can rest. I'm like, tomorrow, yeah, I'm resting. All I'm doing is resting all weekend. I'm already in holiday mode. I'm not taking my holidays, which I'm not actually. Oh, I am. I tell a lie. I did say probably the only place I'm really going to go that I can think of just now is I'm going to visit my best friend because I usually do that because her birthday's, in about a month anyway. So I've booked to do that. And that's it, but other than that, I'm just gonna be tight. I'm gonna be tidying my house and just doing stuff for me. But co-create with spirit. The crow does remind me of mother energy, but it's usually like a dark mother energy. So hey, you know, don't worry, mum and spirit. But I think she's chucked that out because she is a Scorpio, and I think she's kind of vibing with what I'm saying is it's a little bit like what I said. I'm used to this. People that don't know me very well can vilify me for how psychic I am. You know what I mean? If they don't know all of me, they can like misinterpret me as, you know, some type of, I don't know, a bad thing or something. And it's all people's own projection and stuff like that. Or jealousy if it was like somebody else that was psychic and they're jealous of that. But it's kind of like it's that shadow work. I feel your mum really kind of likes that I'm teaching you that kind of stuff, that you get it too, because you're a Scorpio or a Scorpio rising. We see the dark side of people. We just do. It's our gift. Anyone with Scorpio rising, you'll notice it. We're the most suspicious people of the zodiac, Scorpio risings, for good fucking reason. There's a lot of darkness out there, but you're not looking at that right now. I am what I am. I am as well there, yeah, typical Aries judged wrong. Happens all the time. All the fucking time. Offline, online. People think they know me. They label me as, oh, she's an Aries. No, I'm the softest. I'm a very soft Aries. I am a very soft Aries because I've got 6 retrograde planets, which is extremely rare. I never meet people with 6 retrograde. I sometimes see people with 5, but that's actually one of my close friends has got 5. But I am very introspective and very like where I could mouth off about all the stuff that I do in that. Like if I'm in areas like in in person or occasionally, like I said, not so much now, but online, uh, I'll be quite quiet really, and I'll just let people know me for me. And then it's like, and if they find out, well, then fine. But it's kind of like your mum likes that about you too. It's like that kind of quiet, like, just have a bit of mystery about you. But I feel there is something coming through here about spirits working with co-create with spirit, and your mum is helping you too. Really, it's like embrace your shadow, because that's what I'm helping you with too. Is like you need to embody a bit of that badass self to tell people where to go. You can do it politely, but if they don't listen politely, you got to do it with a little bit more sass. You know what I mean? It's like take a leap of faith, and it's like because it's in order for you to get where you want to go. And I know that you know what this means. It's like you're going to have to piss people off. There's people that aren't going to like you rising. Look, there you go. Black magics. Everyone knows this. If you're new, Spider webs for me are black magic. Look what's all around that spider. Black magic. That came up in the session today. So there's a theme today of clearing black magic. Actually, that's not a coincidence that I just worked with you and then I've worked with that woman. There were a few, not all, but there were a few connections there. So when you're in the chat together, you'll probably, I don't know how often it'll happen because she lives in Australia, but you'll connect with her. Um, but that card's a good card. Make your dreams real. Your mum's trying to help you make your dreams real. But in order for you to make your dreams real, you need to tell the people to back off that are trying to prevent you from doing that. Well, that's an intense message. Right, okay, so let's read this. The ripple effect. And I'm going to see what you're saying. 124. Oh, and I opened up at the book. Wait a minute, did I read? Yeah, I feel that energy feels funny in a good way. I can also sense Mr. I like how you're calling him that. Mr. It's like I call mine Quiet Hot Man. I don't know if I've actually called him that on here. That was someone else I call him that. But um, the funny thing is, he's not. Well, he is hot everywhere he goes, but he's not. He's not Mr. Quiet. Anyway, to other people, that's just who he is to me. And even sometimes that's not how I remembered him in the past. But it's um. Something tells me it might be a little bit. I don't know. We'll just see. Um, I can also says Mr. Guy coming in. It's weird as fuck. Yeah, it's not weird as fuck. You had that session with me, and I magnetized two twin flames together. So, and in internet land of lots of fake twin flame shaman psychics. Well, no, I don't know about twin flame shaman, but fake people. You found a real one. There are other beautiful real ones too, but that is what my energy helps bring real people together. I keep getting owls and crows pop up. Well, there you go. Owls are wisdom, but what are crows? Well, like I said, crows to me are about, like I said, like it reminds you of crone medicine. But I'll tell you quickly in here. Let's see what it says. Um, 52. Oh, I just opened up at Line Spirit. Look, that's that. They just wanted me to see that because of what you said, confirmation. So there is a lion working me right now, whether it's your power animal or not. A healthy ego means ease God's order instead of edging God out. Lion's appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of what you're worth to express your divine, authentic self in your unique way. Exactly. You trust me, people. I've spoke to Beck before I even spoke to her on the Zoom. I felt it, and because you've shared a lot, and it's really helped people from seeing how you feel. Because there are a lot of people who feel how you felt, not how you feel now. Um, but we don't go backwards, guys, because we've moved through that, and you're in the middle of a soul retrieval. But it's like you need to keep going with that. Like, don't allow people around you that are going to disrespect you and put you down and make you feel like crap. Um, you're rising in your power. And it's not power in a toxic way, it's empowerment because you were on the receiving end of abusive behaviours, which isn't everyone's, but that's definitely how it's for you. So as you look around, you can sense the magic that pulses through the world. Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing, how every intention can call the universe into action, sacred laws shape your experience. The universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts and feelings and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement of wonder and being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit says you're right on target now to see your dreams magically come into the visible world. And I feel that's talking about you speak to me once, you hadn't sang in 10 years, you're singing. There's a girl singing on the telly right now. I know it is a music channel, but so that's not that weird. But is that video about, it is actually a video about things I've been saying. It's got the illusion just flashed up. Oh my God. What is this song? You need to see this video. On that video, it's really weird. I don't know what this film is. I think it might be that Demon Hunters film. Maybe I need to see that. What the fuck is that about? But it's cartoons. But it's got words that are flashing up like broken soul, it had a guy and a girl like looking like they were gonna kiss there or something, and it had broken something. I think you need to see that video. It's called Tear Down. Is it Takedown? Takedown is called Takedown. I have no idea. Um, but yeah, it's basically about you noticing all the signs and stuff. That's what the crow's about in this deck. But again, look it up because it might say different things and other things. But crows to me, when I see them, It's typically about mother healing, and it's not usually good mother healing. But in this case, I feel your mother is. She's basically apologizing as well for wherever, if ever she's not been there for you in the way that she now can see from the spirit world she should have been. So that's quite a deep message too, but I can feel that coming through there. Right, so I'll just catch up with these and then I'll read this. Um, Going to send you a song, Claire, via email. I think you'll love. Yes, please do, Tom. Yeah, because I honestly, trust me, you're like, there's a few people and you're one of them. I was going to email back. I'll tell you something in the email, but yeah, there was something that another person emailed me that I'm going to there's two women I need to reply to, but someone sent me something that was rather unique, and I sobbed basically in a good way, but I was kind of bowled away. So anyway, we'll continue this in email. Um, but yes, typical Aries, judge strong. Nah, I love all my Aries in my life. Leo and Aries are the people closest to me. And my dad's Sagittarius. Definitely need to embrace that shadow. A spider landed me a few hours ago. Well, spiders are a good thing. Spiders are the ancestors. It's just spider webs that I always associate with black magic. But oh, actually, that's interesting. There was a huge thing with a spider. There was another synchronicity today too with someone I was talking to. This is what it sound. Wait a minute. This is what it sounds like. What was that to? Oh, Takedown. Yeah, I love those songs. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, several times my mum wasn't there when she should have been. Yeah, she's just acknowledging that and apologising and trying to make up from it from the spirit world, basically. To teach you to have a bit of your shadow, like the healed shadow. I must stress the healed shadow, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm in my shadow tonight and I'm not apologising for it. I'm sitting in my granny pajamas with no makeup, frizzy hair, and I still feel good about myself. You know what I mean? But as I stressed earlier, for people that didn't hear that, I wanted to be in my black lacy Scorpio moon number with my makeup on and my curly hair. It didn't happen. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, and I was going to put my curlers in tonight when the hair was soaking wet, but I can't, I'm not going to do that because it's Friday tomorrow and I'm not filming anything. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Clocking out after this because I've filmed Saturday, Sunday. I'll be back on Monday kind of thing. Boundaries, work boundaries. So, um, I don't normally reply to emails after two, but it is Friday tomorrow, so I will reply to people's emails that I've said I'm going to on here. So, the ripple effect, part of something bigger, details are taken care of. When the wind blows onto water, ripples are formed. If the wind is consistent and strong enough, those ripples become waves, and those waves have the potential to gather momentum every step of the way. This happens every single fucking time. This card reminds me of the people know what I'm going to say. People that know me well are probably knowing what I'm going to say. It reminds me of the thing that he says at the end of the vow. The particle, just let the colliding particles land as they may, and wait for the next collision. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Tom. Um, yeah, it's the thing at the end of the vow, the thing that he says, because he parts ways from his wife, and he divorces her because she's forgot who he is, as if you would do that with their Channing Tatum. But moving on, and you know, and then it's how they find their way back to each other is kind of magical, and it's a true story too. But obviously they beef it up for the film, and then but he has to let her go because she doesn't remember who the fuck he is, and he doesn't want to be where he wants to go back to the past. She wants to go to fucking Jeremy, if you don't mind, and if you've seen it, like as if you would never. Sorry, I'm being really shallow. I'm not. If those two guys are standing in front of you, I don't think many people are going to pick Jeremy. I'm sorry, Jeremy. They're going to go for Shannon. Do you know what I'm saying? And she doesn't. That's fucking weird. She does eventually, though. And the thing is, when I'm saying this, Channing Tatum is divine feminine, and divine masculine is Rachel McAdams. Sorry, I always forget her name. That's weird because she's a bit of a shapeshifter. She always looks different in different films. Because I had somebody when I was younger used to always say I look like her in The Wedding Crashers because her hair's really black and really curly, and I can see it kind of not on facially, but like in other films like The Notebook, I look nothing like her. Although somebody did say, I think it was Brianna said I looked like my hair when I wear my hair curly, her hair's like that kind of era. But you know what I'm saying? She's a bit of a shapeshifter, but in a good way. You know, she doesn't look very different in different sort of films and that. But and also she's called Claire in a few films, which I found quite fascinating. She's called Claire in The Wedding Crashers, and she's also called Claire in The Time Traveler's Wife that I love because I'm a little bit like that film, Time Traveling Shaman. So that's kind of interesting. Um, but yeah, anyway, so they're getting me to say that because it's like you and this guy, right? It's like, and also because you love things to do with quantum physics and all that too. But it's because have you seen that? Please tell me you've seen The Vow. You have to have seen The Vow. But it's that's my favourite. Like my favourite. When I saw it, and I've told the story before, but when I saw it, there's several reasons for that. But when I saw it, my friends at the pictures, they were like, "Oh my God, it's you and him. You're actually in the screen." Like it does look, because at one point, well, he looks like him. And it looked like me because there's a scene where she's like wearing her glasses and her hair's kind of curling quite natural, and it is kind of weird at some of the scenes in that. But anyway, it's even if we didn't really look like them, because some people think we don't. Um, it's the way they are with each other. Like that's how I want it to be. You know what I mean? And the way it's meant to be with me and my person. But it's like they're just nice to each other. They're not dicks. Until there are bits of the film where she has been a dick though, but that's when she's lost her memory. And that's like sorry for laughing, but that's like when the masculine forgets who you are. Like it's a bit like in my journey when it's like, why is he being a dick? Like Jimmy, he used to be totally all about me and now he's just fucking acting like I don't even exist. This is shit. You know what I mean? That was a shit part of the film and that was a shit part of my life. And some of you might hear me out there too. But this card delivers the message of the ripple soon to become a wave. You're playing your part in the collective ocean of change. Maybe you know the part you play, and perhaps it's not clear. Your role in the collective ocean matters, and you're having an impact by the way you're showing up on your path. The ripple effect card could be a sign that a project or a creation is becoming a bigger success than you may have previously thought it would be. This is what we spoke about in the session. Or it could be a sign that you're part of something much bigger than just you. Perhaps you're one drop in the giant ocean, part of the constellation of souls here to create an impact on this world. The momentum is building, the details are being Wait a minute. Oh no, it is. I was going to say that's crazy. I thought that was what the other card said, but it was that card. The details are being taken care of. Oh, I got too excited reading it. Where did I get to? um, Swelling and growing. Don't get lost in the details. Rather trust that the momentum is building and will continue to do so. Swim in your own race. Don't look around you. Something's happening, and you're an important part of it. Success and momentum are on their way. I surrender to the flow of my destiny. I welcome more trust, ease, and support every step of the way. And that's true. All you need to do is just keep on following your dreams. Not to sound cheesy, but that did sound very Sag Moon cheesy. But I am Sag Moon, and it's about to be Sag Moon in a few days. Um, yeah, just keep going for your dreams. And as long as you're not hurting anyone, it's more so you've got to keep the boundaries of the people that are trying to get in your way. So boom, drop the mic. Love that message. Right, so sending all that love to you, and I just want to Krishna, devotion, divine, strong divine masculine energy. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you're loved unconditionally. That love, that unconditional love is definitely coming in from your mum. And then soul expansion. Let's just say all saying the same thing. Your consciousness expanding. You understand the connection between all things. And that's basically not everybody book sessions with me, guys. People aren't led to. People don't in whatever weird and wonderful way people come to book a session with me, because it's not always in the way of people finding me on here. You know, sometimes it's in other ways, not very often, but every now and again. And or it's in person. Again, not very often, but every now and again. And but you were led to me for a reason. There was something you needed, or there's something you need in the future. However often you've been, whether it was a one-off or you're coming again or whatever. But it's kind of like, you know, Atlantis again on the bottom. Um, when people have a session with me, wherever your consciousness was at, your consciousness rises, your frequency rises, and you open up to other levels of what's possible. You release the limiting beliefs and you quantum leap to your highest timeline. That's what I help people do. Because my Sag Moon's conjunct my South Node about releasing the past and past lives. And I love, you'll notice I talk about past lives all the time. But it's also conjunct Uranus, which is like anything's fucking possible. Expect unexpected. And I am quite surprising. You know, in some ways I'm very predictable because my sun is in the sixth house. And that's just, you know, your everyday routine ritual it can be predictable. And also there's something every day. But you've got to admit, it's sometimes it's samey with me, but sometimes it's like, whoa, cartwheeling in, fucking hell, here you go. Do you know what I mean? Even I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. And that's the fun of Moon conjunct Uranus. Um, but an open channel, you know what I mean? I'm a truly open channel for those that have got the third eye to see. Right, so sending all that love from your mum and your guides, and clearly your consciousness is expanding and will continue to. Um, you're going to just notice more and more of the connections. Uh, Colliding particles is ironic for me since quantum physics is what I want to specialize in. Yeah, that's something that you get something different from it, which of course I realized that after I said it, so that's quite clever. Someone, because for me it's just the pure chick flick thing and loads of things in that actually. Someone told me, oh, actually, the biggest thing is that I said if they ever bring out, I said this, so Christ, when would that have been? About 15 years ago, something like that. I said, if they ever bring out a film and it's got him and it's got her, then I'll know something's meant to happen with me and him in a serious way. And I said that before that film came out. And then so my best friend that's into all this stuff like that, she was like, I was like, I know. So where the fuck is he? That's what I'm saying. But that means it's going to happen at some point. But because it was just that was who I at the time in my life people kept saying because some it must have been something about Wedding Crashers, and then you know, well, I think you can work out the other one. But I don't know if I've seen the vow, but oh my God, you need to. It's fucking amazing. Um, the vow sounds like a chick flick for sure. Oh, it is. It's great. Uh, I'm no longer living in Texas. I left there for. Oh right. Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that, but you can email me and let me know. So your energy have moved on. I shall. Yes, and I had Texas in my prayer. I mean, in my prayers especially because I know you had another tragedy the other day, but when all those floods were going on. I know that was a while ago now, but that was absolutely horrendous. Um, right. So yes, but when I get off this, I'll email you and you can tell me. But um, so what have we got here? What have we got for Tom? Now that I'm dressed, what have we got? The Healing Lagoon. Rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. So before I read that from the book, that's very much like what I was channeling earlier about like men need to stop as well to like oh it's so funny actually on right now there's a song on and it was actually the glistening water when I pulled that card, so it's like men, it's really important that men as well stop to heal, you know, and to honor your feelings and to rest and to all this kind of stuff, and especially because you're a Capricorn too, so I know you Capricorns like to stay busy busy and helpful and doing stuff in that, but it's like there's a strong message coming through with that, so we'll see. And then I've looked at I release regret and welcome new opportunities. They pulled me at that. They put actually, do you know what? We might do some of that. I don't, yeah, we'll finish it. So ride the waves, life's lessons and growth. You will get through this. So again, some strong messages coming through there. Right, what have we got with this? Oh my God, shit. That's gonna, by the way, that's gonna have a symbolic meaning. Now I didn't do it, but you know sometimes you know if you move your head too quick. Have you ever done that before? And it's like I don't know actually, Tom. That would be so random if you've done something like that, or maybe it might be a warning to be careful. But have you ever like turned around really quickly and you jerk your neck and it's like, oh yeah, fucker, it's like horrendous. Like I didn't do that, but that's kind of what it looked like I done, or what but so it was just weird. It was the way I. So I don't know if this is specific to you or somebody watching this right now, live or replay. Just be careful you don't sort of turn around and do that too soon, because it was weird the way I done that. Right. What else for Tom? What? You're kidding me. That song's actually called Ocean. What's the chances of me pulling a card called These are the Healing Waters deck, so it is about water. But like, that's a bit weird that that song's called Ocean, and oh my God, weird. Right. Diana, oh, she came out earlier, so this is one of my main guides. This is about intention. Focused intention. think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So, whatever it is that's coming to mind when I'm saying this right now, whatever it is that you've got goals and desires about, like it's about you telling yourself that you are worthy, you are loved, and you do deserve this. Um, and inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. This is about reclaiming your energy, soul retrieval. Right, so let's see what this says now. So, and I might do that. I'll see. Um, the Healing Lagoon, 88. Right, so do you know what's so random as well, Tommy? I just Tommy. Think about it. I didn't mean to call you Tommy there. I don't know where that come from. Maybe there's somebody called Tommy watching, or maybe did. Unless there wasn't anyone that called you Tommy, or that was, or that was weird. What are the that is strange because I don't. I know you're not Tommy, but it's what I was going to say there was I I had a vision the other week of you being on this chat, so that's really weird. Like, I mean, obviously, like that was my clairvoyance, but like, I did, I think I felt that was going to happen, so it's kind of interesting. I could say that to the email, but I just wanted to say that there. It's kind of interesting. Um, the Healing Lagoon. Rejuvenate recovery. Time to heal. It's safe to stop. The healing waters are here to hold you, to heal you, to revive you. It's not only safe for you to slow down, sometimes it's necessary to take care of your physical, emotional, and mental well being, to replenish yourself with whatever it is that you're yearning for most, to slow down and rest. What was your rising sign again? Ah, I remembered. Leo rising. They gave me it. Leo rising. Yeah. So Virgo moon. That wasn't too long ago. Virgo moon. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Virgo new moon was. Where was that for you? Was that in your? Oh, this is too much. This is too much for me to work out. I can't do that in my head. But wherever that new moon was for you, at some point right after it, it was in your 12th house. So this could, and then we're not long past that. So I'm just sort of figuring that out. My friend, oh, I was just about to ask about Wendy. My friend Wendy was telling me the same thing earlier today. Yeah, I was just actually about to ask how she was as well. Um, to take care of your physical, emotional, mental well-being, to replenish yourself with whatever it is that you're yearning for most, to slow down and rest. The Healing Lagoon is a place of nourishment, recovery, and rest. The waters are urging you to slow down to a sustainable pace wherever is possible, to give these things to yourself preemptively, not only when you burn out. By the way, this isn't just for Tom, everyone listen. Whenever I pull a message for anyone, so the other ones could have resonated with, is that song now called Water? What the hell's going on? The other song was called Ocean, this is called Water. And it's not a playlist about water and oceans. That's weird. That's really weird. But clearly take this on board if people need to go beside the sea and stuff. But basically, Libra season does show you where you're out of balance. So there's a lot of messages coming through about burnout. Like that's why I'm taking the time off while the sun is in my 12th house. I'm like, what better time to take some time off? This is a card of self-care, pleasure, and tender nourishment. How can you ease into resting, replenishing, and regenerating and receiving? So you see what I mean? There's a lot coming through about men in particular, masculine energies. It's time for you to receive. So, because men are, naturally like, you want to give. It's kind of like built in, but it's kind of like you need to receive love back as well. The healing waters of the healing lagoon are waiting to receive you, to replenish you, to hold you, to regenerate you. They're waiting to attune you back to your most natural and alive state. There's so much synchronicity that so this is going to be significant to you too. I don't know if there's anywhere near where you live where there's any kind of sacred healing waters or anything like that. But the woman I was talking to today, she has a place like that beside her. And I mean, she's in Australia, but it's kind of like the point is there's usually places like this all over the world, and I'm very connected to that because I'm like a shaman that's connected to water. And so there's something about the water, Tom. So I don't know how near you are because I know different parts of America can be like so crazily away from parts of the water. But there is something about if you can. go to the ocean or the sea, you know, like somewhere near water or a lake or something, you might find it very healing. Um, Other than that, it's about taking like baths, Epsom salt baths and that if you can and stuff. But they're waiting to attune you back to your most natural state and alive state. So book that vacation or that morning off. Reduce your working hours so that when you show up, you can show up fully. The patriarchal, oh, there's patriarchal again with all this. I can't say that word. Saturn and Capricorn and stuff, and you are Capricorn. The patriarchal, I can't say that. Guys, I can't say it. Let's move on. The expectation of the grow, 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 push, push, push isn't sustainable. Your body is your most precious asset, so take care of it and regularly make time to regenerate and rest. How can you make more time in your life to regenerate and rest? How can you practically prioritize your well-being today? I lived surrounded by, wow, that's what it was. That must have been what I was feeling. I live surrounded by healing springs here. It's called Eureka Springs. Oh, that sounds magical. Well, absolutely. Maybe they're just maybe it's just confirming to you that is exactly where you're meant to be like in the energy that you need to be in. And specifically to heal and to recover from something or to get your energy back. Um and life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Um, Wait a minute, I want to see what that says. 'Cause that sounds, what's it called? Ride the waves. But I feel that's like waves of ascension too. Like, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly. Two, two. You're most definitely living right now, and while you may be experiencing challenges in your life, they're shaping you into who you'll be someday soon. Just as strong winds that blow consistently over the ocean transfer energy of water to greater waves, the same happens when we feel pressures of life knocking on our door. Life's pressures and challenges invite us to transform in the process. They can cause calm seas to gain momentum and waves to form. While at the time it can feel overwhelming, our true character is born through these unusually unexpected changes that life delivers. There feels like there's a story behind this, Tom. You can tell me in the email. But our experiences shape us. The most compassionate people in the world are the ones who know the real depths of life. The ones who have the capacity to understand us are those who've been through their own choppy waves. The ones who are able to hold us when we feel the most out of our depth are those who have been through it themselves. Be like the surfer, instead of reacting to the waves or seeing them as things to be avoided, choose to respond. And when possible, see if you can find a way to ride those waves and all waves all the way to the shore. There may be times when you fall off board, but you'll meet fellow surfers who are riding their own waves back to themselves. Oh, I like that. How can you respond to the waves of your life instead of reacting to them? How can you let the transformation happen? Oh, that's great for a Scorpio moon. Right, so and finally, I don't know if you've ever heard of EFT tapping before, Tom, but that is one of the things that I do with people in sessions, and that was one of the cards that I pulled. So we're gonna end the whole thing with a bit of this, and then I'm going to say good night to everyone. But if you've never done it before, don't mind. Don't worry about anything, anyone, Tom or anyone. But I release regret and welcome new opportunities. Also, do you know what this is quite? I don't know about Texas, but it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know where that looks like. I don't know if that would be but look. Do you know, guys? I've never like. I mean, it's like I don't even know what that looks like. Where's Colorado? Is Colorado like that? Whatever Colorado is, I just heard that in my head. I don't this could even just be somebody's watching from Colorado. I have no idea, but I don't. Somewhere. It's somewhere in the world. But it's so. If this looks like somewhere you know, specifically Tom or anyone, it's a nice picture, basically. Um, Actually, that would make a good thumbnail too. But I think we're going with Mary Magdalene and Jesus. But anyway, so basically, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst and 1 being the best, how do you being Tom, but other people watching too, you can do this. When I say I release regret and welcome new opportunities, how able do you feel to do that? 10 being absolutely can't fucking do it. One, boom, done it already. You know, if you're like me, I always say to people, sometimes I can't do the number thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know what to pick. And but the whole point is, you know, you check in with how you feel after we've done this. And so when I do this with people in sessions, it's the clearing is much deeper because we do it, it's more personal, and we do it a few times, and we'll do it, and it's more, I wouldn't pull a card, well, I like these cards, so I would use these now too, but we'd make ones up that are specific to your situation. But we're just going to trust that there's a theme here. Whatever this is that this is about, and you don't need to take, like, I would strongly advise you not to actually put it in the chat because we're going to talk in email, but all these cards, some's went down here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's so whether this is like recent or past stuff, this could even be stuff from childhood or way in your past that's coming up for healing. Maybe potentially with that full moon eclipse and Pisces might have brought a lot of stuff up from the past. Or like I said, it could have been present like even a few weeks or months ago or something. Or uh or it's a warning for something future. So you'll know what one it is, but there's something, that's about getting through something, and then the other one's about recovering. So it feels like it's something that you've already went through, and this is saying I release, and when I'm starting, that's part of it. It could be something difficult to talk about. I release regret and welcome new opportunities. And I can see when I'm saying to you, this is going to make a lot of sense to other people for different things. So right, but hopefully people have picked a number out there. Whoever's doing this live and on replay, um, and how do I feel about that? I release regret and welcome new opportunities. I don't believe in having regrets in life. You learn lessons from everything. But I'm pretty good at that. I release regret and welcome new opportunities. I'm going to give it a 2 though. 2 or 3 because there's always room for improvement. But right. So, side of the hand. So if you've never done this before, right, that bit of your hand going down from your pinky down there, and you get your fingers like this, and you don't need to say it loud. You can if you're on your own, you want to, but just listen to the words. Even though I may have regrets, I choose to move forward with an open heart. Even though I may have regrets, I choose to move forward with an open heart. So, but you do the hand movements too, people out there. You don't need to, but it's advisable because that's the whole point of this. So, eyebrow, my past does not dictate my future. Side of the eye, I trust in the journey that brought me here. Under the eye, every experience has taught me. Under the nose, and prepared me for this new chapter. Under the mouth, I am ready for a fresh start. Collarbone, my future is full of promise. Under the arm, I release regret. Top of the head, and welcome new opportunities. And I've just noticed another magical synchronicity. Tom's birthday is New Year's Eve, and there's a 31 on the card. And go me for remembering that. But I don't forget people's birthdays because of my astrology connection. But yeah, look, 31st, I don't even see, but there's a wee 31 in it. So, and then behind it, I accept others as they are. I'm going to read the words. I won't, well, should we do it as well? We're going to read this too, it's significant. So, 46. So, side of the hand. You can do the number thing again too. Basically, before we move on to that card, everybody check in. Whatever number you picked, if you picked a number, how do you feel about that now after doing that? When I'm hiccuping, that's, God, I'm clearing a lot of energy clearing that. Check in with yourself. If you can't get on board with the number thing, just feel, do you feel like that moved a bit of energy? It should have moved something because I just heal anyway with my energy. But like when we're doing that, when you tap on the meridian points, you feel it, right? Some people feel it stronger than others, but some people really love that. I love it. So I accept others as they are. How strong do we feel about that? 10 being can't accept others as they are. I want them to change. 1, totally. Let people be who they are. Whether you like them, love them, can't stand them, just let people be who they are, right? People are going to change. They're going to change because they want to, not because you're going to encourage them to. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I accept others as they are. So, side of the hand. Even though I may want others to change, I choose to accept people as they are. Eyebrow. I release my expectations of others. Side of the eye. And I let go of the need to fix anyone. Under the eye. Everyone is on their unique path. Under the nose. And their experiences shape their choices. Under the mouth. I honour their journey. Collarbone. I find peace in acceptance. Under the arm. I appreciate diverse perspective. I can feel so much energy. So again, I don't know if this is somebody watching the chat or if this is specifically you, Tom, but I can feel a lot of third eye, like there's tingling at my, so this is your energy. I can feel tingling at my head here. It's like, you might be feeling that, like that might be your guides doing something there. Under the arm, I appreciate diverse perspectives. Don't know if I said that. Top of the head, I accept others as they are. So take a deep breath in, and also look, this is ascending. So specifically Tom and anyone else, this is us all ascending the bullshit. It's like, bye, we're in the rapture. I'm only joking, but you know they were saying like all of that was like yesterday or something. But there, the thing is, all joking aside, like that I am in a very light, you know, I'm always in that kind of high kind of frequency, but I have noticed a lot of messages coming through lately about ascending, you know what I mean? Like that, for the shorts that I filmed 2 weeks ago, it's all things like that. Elevated, ascension, that kind of stuff. And hot air balloons are always my sign of that, and there's a lot of hot air balloons. So I feel there's a lot of people ascending situations that are not for you anymore. You know what I mean? Um, so yes, just take a deep breath in, breathe out, and just release that. And what I would say is if anyone done that tapping, just make sure that you get a wee drink of water or something and just, you know, check in yourself and see how you're feeling. But anyway, Tom hasn't said it in a while. I don't know what time it is there. Tom, have you fallen asleep? Have I put you to sleep in the meditative energy? It's late for us. I don't know how late it's for you. Wait a minute. I'm going to actually see. It's on my phone. What time is it there? It's 5 to 10 at night. It's not impossible. Depends how much of a hard day it's been. But anyway, right. I'm going to end it there though. So sleep well, everyone. Pray for me that my neighbours don't hate me for being up at the time. I'm like, talk about getting fear. But yes, I am absolutely. Oh, there you are. The chat is so slow. So grateful, Claire. You're very welcome. And again, I'm really happy. Honestly, I'm so glad that that vision I saw of you in the chat has actually manifested and come true. So you're very welcome here. I did say to you when I spoke to you before, I knew you would love it here. I know you've just arrived and you don't know that yet, but trust me, you're gonna like it here. So, um, and if others are meant to come, then they shall come. But I will ask you stuff when I talk to you. So yeah, I'm going to end this here. So good night, everyone. Thank you, Beck, for being, and anyone else that's on the replay and stuff. And like I said, I know I've been a bit of a broken record here, but I'm going to shuffle these. Where are they? If you do want to book a session, I've only got. I was going to work tomorrow, but I'm not now, especially not after this. But so yeah, tomorrow's part of my weekend, and but uh, but I'll like I said, I'll email people back in that tomorrow because I'm still gonna. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, yeah, I'm still kind of working because I'm gonna film the unlisteds that are long overdue for people. Um, but um, but that they're not long because they're only so I'll just get them done. And then what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm working Tuesday. I'm available Tuesday through to Friday. First, if somebody really needs me on the Monday, then I could do Monday. This was perfect. Thank you. You're very welcome. Good night as well. Sleep well. And like I said, I've really missed you too. Um, and yeah, and then it'll just be the following Monday, Tuesday. And if people do let me know in the emails if they want me to do that power animal thing, I'll do it. And then that'll mean I won't be available for personal sessions if I'm doing that. But yeah. So anyway, otherwise Okay, I see what you're doing there. That's quite funny. So we've got a phoenix on the card here. We've got a phoenix rising. So remember, it's I associate the phoenix with soul retrieval because I always say I help people rise like the phoenix and Scorpio moon as well, but fire of transformation. And it's got a full moon in the background. So that full moon on the sixth, wait a minute, why did I keep forgetting? It's so annoying that I keep forgetting. Is it this? It's the 7th. The full moon on the 7th, the Tuesday, is very significant. The Hunter full moon, the full moon in Aries. Radical purification, and there's a 10 on this card too, so the October's a biggie. Radical purification, violet flame, surrendering, resurrection. Oh yeah, I forgot that. You love that too, don't you, Beck? So again, I feel everybody loves that because I attract a lot of Scorpio energy, so we're all going to love the Phoenix kind of energy. But it's yeah, violet flame is what I transmute with everything I do, so that's why it was important that we speak for so long. So I am thanking myself for showing up, but thank you people for hanging out with me too, because it makes it less boring, and you've been a part of transmuting the energy with me. So I'm going to put off the wee fairy lights before the battery runs out. But yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what we were doing. Transmuting with the violet flame. What was the thumbnail? It was Mary Magdalene and Jesus, wasn't it? Well, there they are. This is the perfect thumbnail, but I think we need a black moon. Where's the black moon Lilith? Sorry, I'm just being my son in the house of Virgo is really perfecting this, but Mary Magdalene and Jesus, transmuting the energy with the violet flame, and Black Moon, Lilith, and Scorpio conjunct the moon. And also, I did do a video about that on, well, no, I've done a shorts. Have I done? Oh no, yeah, the video that's been released tomorrow. I spoke about that. I spoke about it somewhere. But basically, the moon is also going to conjunct Juno um tomorrow at some point, and Juno is all about commitment. And so it's very significant for love, but definitely twin flames and stuff. So if you are feeling stronger feelings about commitment, whether it's fear of it or readiness for it, it's going to be strong in there. It's going to be intense, intense love, very much the vow and any of these intense films you can think of. So, wait a minute, let's stay still for 2 minutes to get the thumbnail. I'm just going to see, just need to wait for about 5 hours until it catches up to where it is, because I just want to use same for a thumbnail. And thank God I'm no longer sleeping in the living room, so I can just leave all this mess here and deal with it tomorrow. So that could be an analogy for some people's lives, I don't know. But that's my life tonight. Um, that's a bit of an awkward smile, but we're just going to go with it because it's late. So, right. Good night, everyone, and I will be back on Monday for Mediumship Monday and some astrology, business, astrology insights kind of energy because that's the Capricorn moon vibe. So if that sounds like you're going to like some of that, then come back and join me 8 o'clock UK time, 8 till late usually. But yes, talking to late, it's definitely bedtime. So night everyone, sleep well, have a nice good lie in Beck as well. And again, thank you Tom for being here. That was a lovely surprise.